to start with, when to offer the crane kit. First of all, the end customer remains the same for crane kit also. Like you have a requirement of crane. If a end customer needs a crane, the customer requirement will remain the same. The customer needs a crane. Now, what you are going to offer is a complete crane or crane kit is of, it's of less importance to the customer. They will eventually need a crane, working crane for as per their, technical specs and other requirements. So the end customer will remain the same in this case. The customer can buy complete crane also from you. So first, what you should pitch to the customer is the complete crane. But if you feel that customer might not be able to afford HHL complete crane, and because of the crane price which is there, or wants faster deliveries of the crane, then crane kit can be offered to the customer, but that has to be done in collaboration with a local crane manufacturer. Now, there are few customers who can to whom you can offer the crane kit also, and they will manufacture girder, and I'm talking about end customers here. There are few end customers also who can manufacture the girder in their own facility, and we offer them, supply them the crane kit. But the such customers are very few, and mostly the customer will look for the complete crane only, and in that case, you have to collaborate with a local crane manufacturer, and then supply the crane to them. Some of our AVPs are also crane manufacturers themselves. So that also helps in our case. Or if they are not a crane manufacturer themselves, they have very good contacts in their local, geographies, from where they can, offer the complete crane to the customer. Uh, and because, eventually we are going to give the girder drawings also to them. So manufacturing the girder becomes very easy if they can find a fabricator locally over there. So that's who's the ideal customer for the crane kit. The crane manufacturers, there are many crane manufacturers who buy Indef hoist from us currently. So we must target all those crane manufacturers and pitch in with our crane kit solution to the same customer base first. These should be our first target for crane kits. Then there are few crane manufacturers who are not buying in the hoist; they are having their own hoist. So we should also go and target such crane manufacturers and pitch them with the the story that they can, enhance their production capacity if they go for Indef crane kits, because these are the standard products that we are offering within 4 to 5 weeks of delivery time. So with that, they can, enhance their production capacity. Then there are also fabricators who want to get into crane manufacturing. Such fabricators also can be your ideal customers in this case, because they might want to get into crane manufacturing. They have facility for fabrication, welding, cutting, all those facilities they have, but they do not know how to, manufacture the girder. What are the nitty-gritties of girder manufacturing? So with the technical support from our side, they can very easily manufacture the girder also, and can offer the complete crane to their customers. So these are some of the ideal customers whom you should pitch. Now, coming to customer requirement, to what requirement we can offer the crane kits currently. Currently, we have the crane kits for the requirements of SGOT, single girder EOT crane, with maximum capacity of 10 ton and height of lift up to 25 meter with span of 25 meter. So any crane that you need up to 10 ton capacity, up to 15 meter height of lift, and up to 25 meter span, you will find a standard crane kit from Indef in that case. Avish, correct me if I'm not wrong, that we will also be able to, offer short deliveries for all such requirements up to for 10 ton, or is it only up to 5 ton that we can offer 4 to 5 weeks deliveries?
No, no, we were earlier planning to give it 4 weeks only for the 5 ton, but then we have added 10 ton also.
Okay, so up to 10 ton capacity, up to 25-meter span and 15-meter height of lift, we can offer crane kits up to 4 to 5 meter, 4 to 5 weeks of delivery times, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay, and for for your information, for everyone's information, we are also keeping the inventory of all those crane kits. We are not keeping inventory of hoists for the same, but the standard hoist can be manufactured very quickly.
No,
Like,
Manish, I will correct you over here. We are also keeping hoist in the stock only for the crane kits over here. Okay, the way how we are doing it, that also, I will guide you over here. What we have done is, like, we have standardized on the flange width of the girders. Say up to 12 meter, it is 300. From 12 to 15, it is, or 12 to 18, it is 350. And from, 18 meter to 25 meter, it is 400. So we are keeping that trolleys also in stock. So there are, different sub assemblies. Like, we are keeping trolleys of different flange widths, then we are keeping hoist separately. We are keeping panels also separately with the combinations, like, CT is your single speed, hoisting is your double speed. So you have, VFD for hoisting, and CT is with the contactor logic. We are also keeping panels with both CT and hoisting as your double speed. So we are keeping all these combinations available with us. We have created all the codes, and we have started building up the stock also for that. Say for example, tomorrow you get an order of, 3 ton, 3.2 ton hoist, crane, sorry, and you have height of lift of say 15 meter. Okay, so we will be having that hoist. We will be putting up the electrical panel to that of 3.2 ton, whatever speed you require. Then the flange bit depends on the span of the crane. Okay, so say for example your span is 12 meter over here. So we will be having lesser flange trolley available with us. So we will be doing the assembly in Chakan itself. So this is how we are making it available in 4 weeks, and also by not keeping lot of varieties by doing this exercise.
okay, and we are keeping inventory of hoists in Chakan only, Avish?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We are going to keep it in Chakan
Okay,
only.
yeah, fine, fine. With that, our deliveries to the customer will be within 4 to 5 weeks in this case. Then, if the customer is looking for an economical crane, but a standard quality, where, the crane is going to be used for uh, not only maintenance applications, but also production applications in their shop. So, for such requirements, you can definitely offer the crane kits. These crane kits are very easy to install and maintain. For example, there are crane manufacturers who want to keep our crane kits also in their stock. So they can also keep the same in their stock. And, with the design abilities that we have got, we have also made the crane kits very easy to install on the girders. Avish, can you throw some light on how we have made it easy for the crane manufacturers to, install it easily on the girders?
See, basically, the way you are doing the installation of crane, when we supply the crane to customer, that is the same way how we are going to do it. The dealer is going to do it, or the end user, or the, any other third party who is buying crane kit from us is going to do the assembly over there. So there is no any other way of doing it, Manish. But it's a similar way our service team is doing it. Like, they are removing one trolley, the hoist, and they are mounting it on the girder, and then again they are putting the wheels back to it. So this
No,
is how.
I was talking about the girder assembly on the end carriages. How
Okay,
that.
okay, okay, okay. Over there, I would like to tell you how they are going to do is like, see, first of all, in this, how we are making their life simple is like we are providing the GAD, okay, first of all to the customer.
Hmm, hmm,
So
hmm.
it becomes easy for the dealer or the end user or the third party to get it verified with their site, the headrooms and everything. And this gives us the clarification for us also to make the girder properly over here, whether it has to be the top mounted, whether it has to be side mounted or top side, you know, however it may be.
So
What we do is like we are giving you the joint plates. Okay. So there are two joint plates on the end carriages. Okay. Apart from the girder fabrication box, what is there? There are two joint plates on top of that. So a one joint plate which is welded to the end carriage, and on top of that the another joint plate is been tack welded, and it is only primered. It is not been colored. Okay. So that joint plate is given with this end carriages, the end carriage what we make, and the customer has to place the end carriage, sorry, has to place the girder onto the end carriages, keeping the span, doing the span diagonal, and he just need to weld that girder web plate with the joint plate, and then he can remove that.
the second joint plate that only primered joint plate has to be welded to the girder. That's what
Right,
you're saying.
right, right. That is only thing what they have to do
Yes, yes,
by keeping the crane in span, and
correct.
they have to do the span diagonal before doing that.
So guys, basically there are two joint plates that we are providing with the end carriages. One joint plate is welded to the end carriage, and the second joint plate is supposed to be welded to the girder. So with that, it becomes very easy for them to just weld the end this joint plate on the girder and place it on top of the end carriage and bolt it over there. So it becomes a very easy assembly for them and fast assembly as well. Then coming to, if the customer is looking for quick deliveries for, matching their project requirements, in that case also, like we said that within 4 to 5 weeks, you will be able to get these crane kits. So in such requirements also, you can, pitch your crane kit to the customer. Also, wherever customer is looking for optimally designed product rather than oversized or undersized components, most often with the local crane manufacturers, you would have seen that the cranes manufactured by them are either oversized or it is undersized crane, which also uh, makes their costing to go high, and their profitability also goes down in if they are oversizing it, because these cranes, the cranes, if they are made manufactured not by looking at the calculations and all, just by a thumb rule, then it is quite possible that the crane will end up being oversized. So you when you pitch to a crane manufacturer, you should also pitch it with this thing that with the Indef crane kit, they are going to get optimally designed crane kits, by which their costs are also limited. The price that they are going to bear for the crane kit is not significant in that case. Also, uh, if in case of crane breakdown, there is, you all know that nothing is going to happen to the girder if they manufacture it properly. Most likely, the breakdown happens in the hoist or the LT drives or something. So they will have a reliable source in India, because we have got Pan India service network direct also, and through ABPs as well. So these are some of the customer requirements for which you can quote the crane kits. Uh, what are the pain points of the crane manufacturers? So first thing is huge investment requirement in building the infrastructure, and human expertise also is required for designing the cranes for for production of the cranes. So the human capability and investment in that is also heavy, quite heavy in that case. Then the dependency on multiple vendors. So if you are a crane manufacturer yourself, you have to buy hoist from one party, or if you are manufacturing hoist yourself, then you have to buy gearbox from one party, then motor from another, then maybe some coupling from some other party. So these are vendors. Then in case of LT, you have to manufacture. Sorry, you have to buy the motors from some place, gearbox from some place, the cabling from some place, control panel from somewhere else. So there is very high dependency on multiple vendors, which becomes the the complete in manufacturing quite tedious, because we all know that these people, the local crane manufacturers, are generally with a very low manpower with them, and if they have to depend only on one party for all the components, then it becomes very easy for them. They only have to manufacture the gunner, rest all the things we are going to take care. So it becomes a very good proposition for them in that case. Also, there, because of all these factors, they are able to manufacture less cranes, which also results in low top line, and the business growth is also stagnant. The local crane manufacturers at maximum manufacturers 50 cranes or 70 cranes in a year, which if they have to increase this capacity, they have to go for a new facility or a big facility, which is again a investment for them. Also, not only in terms of the factory, but also investing in people, also getting capable enough people to to be able to manufacture all these cranes. Then with all this, they also have to compete with the other established players in the market. And if they just start pitching the customer with the low price, then ultimately their the profitability goes down, and eventually they fizzle out of the business. Also, the lack of service support system for improving customer delight is there, because they are not able to, they have limited manpower, service also, so they will not be able to, give a customer delight which customer generally expects out of the service or fast service. With Indef Crane Kits, they are going to get that as well. So, why Crane Kit? Why Indef Crane Kit? Sorry, what is Crane Kit? So for everyone's understanding, crane kit comprises of in-depth hoist. In-depth crane kit comprises of in-depth hoist, then end carriages, set of end carriages, which include the L-type wheel, the geared brake motor assembly, and the limit switches, the rubber buffers, uh, and the end carriage fabricated part as well. Then the control panel is also included in the crane kit. All this, um, you know, will complete a crane. Only thing missing is this transparent part, which is the girder. So girder they have to manufacture locally, and they can offer complete crane to the customer. I don't have to show you the video. You might also already have seen it. So what are our standard offerings for Indef crane kit? Avish will explain it. Avish, about it.
Yeah, see, right now what we are offering is like, mostly your single gutter cranes come with the maximum M5 duty only. So, that what we are covering it. The capacity is 2 ton, 3 ton, 5 ton, 10 ton. I don't think so, about 10 ton, you even get the inquiries for the single gutter, very rarely. Then capacity from 5 ton and 12 meter HL can be supplied within 4 weeks, and range above that can be offered, in 8 weeks. This is what, we were claiming earlier. Okay. Now what we are going to give is, the 10 ton also we have included into it. Then span up to 25 meter, we have covered over here. Again, that is a basic or a standard bay is, of 25-meter span maximum. Of course, above that, if there is any, requirement, you can consult with the design. IR hoist we are giving here as a standard supply. Again, if you want to give any other hoist, okay, we can give it, but again that has to be routed through the inquiry checklist. What we are using is impact grade. Yes, anyone? Okay.
Guys,
Uh,
if you have any questions, feel free to ask during the slides itself. You don't have to stop, wait for the end of presentation.
so if
Abhishek,
we
I
are,
have one question, boss.
yeah,
Abhishek,
yeah, tell.
I have one
Yeah.
question. See, you have mentioned that the welding between the end carriage and the bridge girder has to be done
Yes,
locally. Okay. So my
yes.
question is that how to ensure the quality of the welding, because if anything happens, if any crack develops in future, some accidental things also may take place. So how to ensure that, will be there any guideline in forms of like maintenance manual or some operational guideline in printed brochure that will be with the ABPs, and they can also ensure that it is done as per the guidelines. Otherwise, there will be some kind of deviation. If there is any deviation, the welding plays a vital role over there.
Yeah, right now what we are doing is, Surajit, we are mentioning that those details in the drawing itself. But
Okay.
definitely in the uh, maybe crane built manual, something we have to build where we can mention those things. So right now in the
Okay.
girder drawing we are mentioning that.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So anybody can, who is the local fabricator, they can understand and they can do it.
Yes, yes,
Uh,
yes. One thing is the welding size that we are already giving, and the another thing is the rod we are telling, which rod you have to use it for that fillet welding.
okay.
Okay, that is what we are mentioning. Now coming to the checking of that welding, of course, whoever is doing it, he has to be, qualified welder, first of all. Okay.
Mhm.
And second thing is like for the fillet weld. Now this is a fillet weld. Okay. For the fillet weld, we do not do any, RT testing or something like that. For only for the butt joint, we are doing it. And for that also, we are mentioning it in the drawing, in the plate cutting drawing also, and in the welding drawing also, we are mentioning you have to do 100% RT. So that has to be ensured by the dealer or by the customer or by the third party, whoever is making it.
Okay. That means
So
that drawing is going with the crane kit.
yeah, yeah, yeah. We are
Okay.
giving we are
Mhm.
giving the girder drawings with the
Assembly
crane kit.
drawings also.
Okay.
Yeah, see,
Okay.
we are giving the GA drawing so that dealer or the third party doesn't have any issues to get the approval, because see, we are trying to help completely in this business where the dealer should not be having a design engineer or a draftsman sitting with them who is making the drawing of GAD or girder drawing. So we are eliminating that from the dealer. Okay, then once the approval comes, again manufacturing drawing which is required, the girder manufacturing drawing, that also we are providing. So the dealer or the third party should only be having the manufacturing facility with them. That's it. Drawings are supplied by Hercules Hoist Limited.
Okay. Then you can share a list of document that is coming with the crane kit. The
We
ABP
are
also
we
will be
are
having.
we are already we are already providing that in the technical sheet also, and I will show you in the ecom portal if you have seen. I don't know. I will just share my screen. Just give me a minute. Yeah. Can everyone's can see my screen?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Screen is visible.
Okay. So if you see over here, okay, uh, this is a technical sheet. This is a scope of supply. Okay, this is what we are giving. End carriage assembly we are giving. We are giving general assembly and girder manufacturing drawing. post order that what we have written. We are giving electrical drawings also. Okay, here you can see the trolley suitable is for 450 flange width, and these are the exclusions what we are giving in this. And if you see over here, we are giving limit switches. We have written over here, limit switches for all the motions we are giving. Okay, so whatever we are giving, we have already mentioned everything over here. Okay, and also if you can see over here in the technical sheet also, if you go down over here, whatever additional safety what we are giving, that is also mentioned over here. Makes are also mentioned over here. Again, if you see the scope of supply, we have written over here. Where is the hoist panel mounted? Where is the anti panel, LT panel we are giving? So these things are mentioned. Apart from this, do you think anything we should be giving in writing? What all drawings or something we are giving like? So, Surjit?
Oh, at the first place, the drawing is not required, but I was just a bit worried about the welding quality because how to ensure that. So that is
Yeah,
one part that we have to ensure.
yeah, sure. That we will be doing it through the drawing as of now, and we will build maybe we can add it in the brochure itself. I will talk to Swarajya for that, because if you see we have the brochure also. We can download directly from there. Over here, we have mentioned about the crane kit application, the carriage system, the travel drives, buffers, limit switches, and we have not mentioned in this about anything about related to the welding of the girders. But we will think, different documents we should attach it to this crane kit portal itself.
That is a
So
post order. In the post order session, that we can provide that.
yeah, yeah, or else we can provide it over here itself, so that will be available every time with them. Whether they get the order, they don't get the order. It's a one-time document which will be available over here that we can make it. Okay. So Manish, can you share the screen again?
Yeah.
Sir, I am having one doubt.
Yeah,
Sir,
yeah.
regarding regarding inspection, how it will be done, sir?
See, for the inspection, there are two kinds of inspection. What inspection you are talking about? Is it the internal inspection you are talking about, or the custom?
Internal inspection, and after manufacturing of
See,
completion of crane, मतलब जब पूरा crane अपना मैन्युफैक्चर होके तैयार हो जाएगा उसके बाद का जो इंस्पेक्शन
right,
है
right.
हाँ so
So we
how it
have
will be done?
already informed during the launch of Crane Kit also, and this is the session where we want to inform you that for any inspection required from our side, there will be a charges will be incurred in that. So basically वो एक supervision का charges जो रहेगा, that we will be taking it. So if you want a person from HHL to go to customer site and do the inspection, then there will be the charges. I think you have the supervision charges with you, right? So that you
And
have
Yes,
to.
yes, yes.
generally, Mike, see, this will not be required for a regular crane manufacturer who is already manufacturing the crane, because they have the abilities to, assemble it on the crane girder and then supply it to the customer. Only if there is a new fabricator who is getting into crane manufacturing now, they might want to, they might want our services for the inspection, final inspection before supply to the customer. Only in that case.
Okay, 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 okay,
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, Manish, can you share the screen?
Yeah. Just.
Okay. So, the steel also what we are using. So this is the technical things what you have to, it will be helping you to gain the customer's confidence. Like, the steel what we are using is grade BR steel what we are using. That is the impact grade steel. and we are using high tensile bolts. So that will be minimum 8.8 grade bolts we will be using. That what we are telling you, but mostly what we are bringing over here is 10.9 grade bolt only. Okay. Then we are providing you with DOL and the VFD panel. Okay, so there is an option for the customer to select on this. Then we are providing the GAD girder and electrical drawings. Uh, Basically, see, there may be chances that customer will say, no, no, we will make the girder ourselves. So, that is good for us also and good for them also. If they are, uh, like Manisha said, like a local manufacturer, they are making cranes regularly. So it's up to them. But whereas concern with the dealers, like we will be providing GAD girders and electrical cranes. Now, options for what we are giving is like the CT festooning and other field cables along with mounting clips. So basically, this we have kept with the customer, or you can say the dealers. Uh, See, they can save cost over here also. Like what we provide is we provide C-track festooning, we provide, uh, detachable kind of a supports. They do not need to do any welding on the girders. So aesthetically those are very good, and also those are galvanized tracks and supports. So those are their life is also very good. And also we provide for the LT motors also, you require cables to be routed. So I will just share my screen once to just show you. If you can see this. I'll just zoom this. So if you see, there is a support arm clip on both side over here and here, which is clamping to the girder. So you don't require any welding. Okay. And these are the C rails, for one for the moving pendant and one for your festooning. Okay. And we are also providing a plug socket over here for easy, attachment and removal of the pendant with the cable over there. Okay. Manish, can you go back to your slide? Can you share it?
Yeah.
Okay. So this basically we are giving as an option. So if a customer says, or the dealer says, I don't want that, we can put a T track, or we can put a beam over there, or we will buy that C track and everything, and we will put the round cables over there. It's up to them. So they can save the cost over there as well. Uh, the cables what we will be providing will be the flat cables. Okay, so whereas if customer or the dealer want to save the money over there, he can go with the round cables over there. So that one thing we are giving as the option. We are giving moving pendant also as an option. For the cranes, we usually say, we have to go with moving pendant only, because whenever the load is been lifted by the hoist, the operator should be standing somewhere away from the hoist. But there may be some applications where they are not lifting very heavy loads, or the size of the load is not that big. Okay, so they might be requiring hoist pendant suspended from hoist. So it's up to them, it's up to their choice. Now, there are two more things, which we have kept optional. Why? Because one is the rope type load cell, and another is the photo sensor anti-collision device. Because see, uh, these are the attachments which are not going to change any of my existing stock what I am maintaining. over there. This is just an attachment to that. So that's why we have kept this as an optional. There were a requirement of gravity limit switch or rotary limit switch also. It was said, we should be keeping it as an optional, but we have not kept that. Otherwise, the delivery would have been affected because giving rotary limit switch and gravity limit switch we need to do some modification in the hoist for the mounting, you can say. So that's why we have removed that. Again, if you want that also as an option, you can come through inquiry checklist and we will be giving you those options as well. Then we have kept standard headroom, short headroom hoist also as an option. There may be a requirement. Recently, there is a crane order where we have to, that's a dealer's crane requirement, and there we have to give the short headroom hoist. So we have kept that as an option that will be given, the delivery will be of 8 weeks over there and not the 4 weeks because we are not keeping that in stock. Next slide, Manish.
Avesh,
So
one
these
question
are,
here.
yeah, tell me.
Avesh,
Sujit. Yeah, tell me.
in crane kit, whatever hoist we are giving, that is for basically the crane purpose. So the control pendant must be with 8-way control, 8-way provisions. But are we giving 8-way or we are giving just standard control pendant that comes as a default with hoist?
No. We are giving with the 6-way plus start plus stop. That is 8-way.
Acha, we are giving 8-way. No? Okay.
For crane
So
kits,
most
we
of the
are
time,
keeping 8-way only.
Yeah,
Eight-way
again
only.
that, Surjit. Again over there, what we are doing is, see, the pendant delivery is at the max, 1 week or 2 week. Okay, so we are not keeping that in the stock. Okay, maybe hoist as a business we may be keeping it in Thalapur in a stock, but for the crane kit we are not keeping it in stock. And whenever we receive the order, we have to make the bill of material where we put the standard end carriage, we put the standard hoist code, trolley code, panel code, and then we add this pendant with the cable as per your height of lift. So
yes.
that we get it from Khalapur and we do the assembly with the moving pendant if it is there. Then we will put the plug socket to that, or if it is suspended from hoist, then we will mount it to the hoist panel.
Sometimes what happens that the ABP is having the WRH in his stock. Okay. So
Okay.
they want the crane kit and then they deduct the price of the hoist and they submit the offer to the customer. So in that case, maybe they are not, I mean, they overlook that the control pendant is different, which is required for crane kit purpose.
Yeah.
So that might happen. So kind of that they should be also aware of that
Yes,
that
yes.
control
They
pendant is
they
not
they should be
applicable
aware
for.
of. They should be
Hmm.
aware of, and I think we have the price of pendant
Yes, yes, yes.
separately in the price sheet.
Yes. It is
So
there.
yeah, so that they can add it over there.
Mhm. So I'm saying that there will be some changes in the control panel of the hoist also because the this there are two more wires is required in the control cable, control pendant cable.
Right, right. What happened
Mhm.
is basically technically I will explain it to everyone. See, when you want to take pendant from the hoist, then we have to take the LT control also. So the LT motors control cable will also go to the hoist panel, and from there the control will come to the pendant. If you want to go with a moving pendant, then the hoist and CT control will come to the LT panel, and from there we will be taking the control onto the pendant. So these are two things which we have to understand. So it will be varying as per the requirement. Okay. So talking about the technical parameters, so you can see these are the standard technical parameters what we are giving with this crane kit. Recently, we received a order from, I think it was from Vinay Sales. That was the second crane kit order from Vinay Sales. And over there, the rail size was, I guess, 60 lbs. So we have not accepted that order, and we have asked for the price rise because the thing was, if you see, we have mentioned rail widths suitable are 40 and 50 only. So I would like to tell you that the wheel what we have considered over here, the wheel trade width is 67 only. Okay, so if your rail sizes increases, I need to increase the width of the wheel. Once the width of the wheel is increased, the forging of wheel is increased. Basically, the kg of the wheel is increased. Okay, because of that, the width of the end carriage is also been increased. Okay, so those are the reasons where we have to increase the price of the crane kit. So whenever you are taking any order, you are discussing with the customer, please make sure these points are matching with the customer requirement, or you are able to convince it to customer. For example, if you are bringing application of a crane kit where the ambient temperature is 60 degrees Celsius. So we have to do a cross check over here whether we will be able to give you the crane kit, the standard crane kit for that 60 degrees Celsius application. Because what will happen, there is a derating of the motor kilowatt. So that we have to check it. If tomorrow you bring a speed of 40 mpm for the LT, then again we have to check the motor, because that motor is not going to work. We have to put a one side higher kilowatt motor. We have to put it. So this thing you have to be very much careful about it. Manish, can you go to next slide? Manish, next slide, please.
Yeah.
So if you see over here, the wheel dia what we are using is 160 and 200. So up to 10 ton and 25 meters span. Uh, and the minimum is your 2 ton and 6 meter span. So from there to from minimum to maximum, 160 and 200 dia wheel are more than enough to cater this crane kit. Okay. Then permissible wheel load is up to 5300 kg. So that is because of this 200 dia wheel. The permissible wheel load which a wheel can take is 5.3 ton. Wheelbase what we have is 2 meter, 2.5 meter, 3 meter, and 3.5 meter. So for you to understand it very clearly, the standard says it has to be spanned by 6. Okay. So for up to 12 meter, we are giving 2 meter as a standard wheelbase. So for 13, 14, and 15 meter span, we are giving 2.5. Up to 18 meter, we are giving 3, and up to 25 meter, we are giving 3.5. So now the question will be now 25 by 6 is how much? It's coming to 4, right? But standard says up to 21 meter, it should be 6. About 21 meter, it should be 7 span by. Okay. Now, one more thing when we talk about technical part over here, what will happen if I put a lesser wheelbase for a higher spin? Can anyone answer to that? Should I repeat the question? Hello, am I audible to everyone?
Yes, audible.
Yeah, my question is, what will happen? Say for 25 meter span, I will give a 2 meter wheelbase. Why don't we do that?
It will give during this one long travel movement, it will give a jerk as well as it will have a tendency of wheel lifting.
Wheel lifting may not happen, sir, because your girder is placed on the center. The main problem we face is this skewing. Okay,
Hmm.
so we have to check that.
Hmm.
If it's on the drive, with the drive, then it may not take place those errors. But when it is DOL and the load is on the one side, so there are chances of skewing. So that is the reason why standard has given this thumb rule, like a calculation, like span by 6 should be minimum, your wheelbase should be. Okay. The buffers what we are using is polyurethane rubber buffers we are using. We can see in the image. Limit switch, what we are using is a lever type limit switch, which is IP65 protection. Manish, next slide, please. The travel drive motor, what we are using, you can see it's F series geared brake motor. Now, there are different type of series. There is F type, there is K type. Uh, those are like, inline gearboxes, bevel gearboxes. So
Yeah, you can
internationally,
also indicate, what does this F series mean, Avesh?
yeah, that is what I'm telling them. Uh, if you can you go to the previous slide, Manish?
Hmm.
See, if you see this gearbox over here, uh, this is a two-stage or three-stage gearbox, which are parallel shaft, parallel helical shaft gearbox, what we say. Okay. So these are normally known as F type. Okay. Then there are inline gearboxes
See,
also.
in this case, the input is this from the motor and output is this from the gearbox. So the shaft is parallel. That's what Avesh is saying.
Yeah, I would will just open one catalog, which will be more clear to you. No, I guess it's not mentioned in that soft copy catalog. It's there in the hard copy where there is a sectional view where you would be able to understood it properly. However, we are giving this F series type where you have a parallel helical shaft gears over here. Okay. Then, as I said, there is a inline gearboxes also. There is a bevel gearbox also. So those have different nomenclature: F series, G series, K series. So in that way, it is said. What we are using is the F series. Why I'm telling you this? Because internationally, it has been whenever you ask for any other make motor, SEW or NOD, so whenever you say them, F series, I want F series, so they know what F series means. Okay, so we are giving the F series geared brake motor. We are giving a standard LT speed of 20 mpm. We are giving that torque bracket. We are giving torque bush. That torque bush is nothing but uh,
Just explain from this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will explain over here only. So if you see a part coming out of the end carriage, Manish, can you just give me the control?
Yeah.
Okay. So this yellow part, if you can see, this is a torque bracket. Why we call it as a torque bracket? Because whatever torque it's going to come on this gearbox is been, taken by this bracket. So that's why this is known as a torque bracket. If you can see some black portion over here, it is a torque bush. Basically, there is a rubber bush over here, which takes that vibrations into account. Okay. And there are very less chances of this bolts getting loosen up. So basically, we give a bolt,
See,
we
guys,
give.
because these are, for one end carriage, there is one drive end and the other is the non-drive end. So normally what happens, there are chances of, jerks coming to the drive end, wheels and the gearbox, by which the life of the gearbox also goes down. So with this torque bush and torque buffer, it is eliminated eventually.
Also, we give over here is a spring washer. We give a lock nut in addition to the standard bolt and the nut. So these two things are also added over here to avoid any accident. Because if this bolt get loosen up, there are chances this motor may get disassemble. Also, if you see over here, we put a cap inside this. Okay, so the shaft is also been locked with this gearbox from here as well. So there are two safety points in this. Okay. So the motor what we are using is S4 duty. However, I will tell you, like, on the nameplate you will see there's S1 duty written, but the data sheet what we will be providing will be saying that this motor is suitable for S4 duty. Okay, because geared brake motor manufacturers, they are not these days providing S4 duty on the nameplate. They will be providing S1 duty only. But with the data sheet, in the data sheet, it will be clearly mentioned. So, if you have any such issues during with the customers, you can contact us. The standard supply is your three-phase 415 volt, 50 hertz. The motor is F-class insulated. The motor is IP55 protection, and the ambient temperature what it has been selected for is 50 degrees Celsius.
For some of you who do not understand F class insulation limited to class B temperature, you can just Google it and you will be able to understand what exactly this means.
Anyone
I'm
not able
sure
to understand any of this technical term, please ask. Okay, please ask.
It's just a query that S4 duty motor is cheaper than S1. No? So they are saying they are
No,
giving
no,
it
no.
S1.
It is not like those are cheaper than S1. Basically, it is
What
the
I'm saying,
engineering.
S1 is for continuous duty, S4 is not,
Right.
S4 is for intermittent duty, that I know. But I thought that S1 is costlier than S4. Because a lot of
No,
cases, L&T inquiries also, we have getting inquiries with S1, then we
no.
contract and then we convince them
So
to go
you
for
you are
S4.
saying
Ha.
S4 is
Have-
cheaper than S1, you are saying,
ha
Surajit?
ha 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 ha
No,
ha ha.
no, it is not like that. It
It
is
is
not
not like
like
that.
that. It
Okay,
is
okay,
not
okay.
like that. See, most of the motors available in the market are with the S1 duty only. Okay, this S4 duty is only and only for the crane application.
Crane duty, yes, yes.
yes.
Yeah. So what manufacturers are doing, I will tell you. Recently, I had a discussion with SEW and the Nord guys. What they are doing is they are having S1 duty motors only. Okay. They have their application, basically a software they are having. We gave them the input, like, my start stop is 150 or 300, and this is the wheel load, this is the GD square, that is the inertia. So these inputs, they take it from us, they put it in the system, and then they will tell us, okay, my system says that this S1 duty motor is suitable for your S4 duty requirement. Because uh, when a continuous duty motor, when we say a S1 is much more safer than, I will say, tell you, as compared to the S4 duty, because in S4 duty there is continuous, start stop is there. Then there is continues, the high torque, high load is coming and it's getting away. So every time when it is coming, there is, high fatigue as compared to the S1 duty. So if you would have told me, like, S4 is costlier than S1, then I might have agreed to that, Surya. But S4 and S1, it's not like this is cheaper or this is costlier. It's not like that at all. It also depends on, the MOQ also, because S4 duty motors are not that much been made in the market as compared to the S1 duties. Okay. Any other questions related to these technical points? Okay, I will go ahead. Now this picture we have added in the brochure also. This gives the complete idea for the crane manufacturer or the dealers. Okay, the complete bill of material we have mentioned over here. Uh, where are the bolts? Where are the motors? Which are the wheels over here? What is the buffer over here? What is the sweep plate? The jacking pad? Everything we have given over here in this.
The jacking pad is to for installation purpose, or they have to whenever they have to uninstall it, right?
Basically, yeah. Basically, that is for the maintenance purpose.
Maintenance.
Yeah. So, not for the installation. Basically, once the crane has been installed, and after some period of time, they want to remove that wheel and they want to replace it with a new one. They just need to put a jack below beneath that, and they can lift it by 5 mm, 5 mm at the max, 5 mm or 10 mm, and then they can remove this wheel out.
Okay.
This is nothing but about the steel plates what we are using, which I have already told you. Like we are using grade BR, which is impact tested, and E250 is the grade, and we are following IS 2062 2011. Okay. I won't be reading all these points over here. Okay, the bolts, as I told you, we are using IS 1364. Now there is one more standard, that is IS 1363. But as per IS 3177, it says always to use IS 1364 for the bolts. Okay, there are some chemical compositions, and of course, minimum 8.8 grade is asked for to be used. Okay. Then bolted and tack welded joint plates with the end carriage section helps in alignment for assembly of adjoining structure, that is girder, which I have just explained you, 4 or 5 slides earlier, like how to, how easy they can do the assembly. So basically these two joint plates what we are giving on the end carriage, if you see over here, there are basically two joint plates over here. So, those are been bolted and been sent to the customer or the dealer. And being it, they can remove this bolt as those are tack welded, and then they can put the girder on top of this, and then they can do the welding of the girder with the joint plates. So that your alignment remains is not disturbed. Basically, the alignment is not disturbed, and this joint plates goes with the girder. Okay, the end carriage what we have designed is passed through CA with duty impact factor based on duty class, conforming to standard IS 807 2006. I will tell you one more thing over here with respect to the end carriage. You might have not seen many of the end carriages, getting failed. Uh, but if you see a local manufacturer, how he makes the end carriage, considering, everyone over here has done the engineering, a simple formula of, calculating the stress is what you will do. You will just put a load on top of the end carriage. Okay. And the cross section, you have the cross sectional area, so your load divided by cross sectional area, it gives you the stresses, right? This is how you do it, and this is how the local manufacturer does it. Okay, but that is not the way of doing the calculation of a end carriage in a crane. There is always a axial force coming onto the end carriage. So if I go back to this, okay, over here the load is not only coming vertically, but the load at the same time is coming from in this direction as well. Okay, so the end carriage is designed for the combined stresses. Okay, so because of which these sections or the thicknesses what we use are the weight of the end carriage may be little bit higher as compared to the local manufacturers. There are cases where we have seen the end carriage, the plates get cracked from the, not even from the welding, but the homogeneous plate, that only itself get cracked down. So those are the reason because if you see a hoist uh, with the trolley having a single speed, okay, whenever it takes the load and it moves in this direction and they apply the brake, the transverse load is transferred onto the end carriage. Okay, I would request everyone, whenever you go to a customer, you just see, how the crane runs, and whenever they take the when they move the CT, having the load, you will see how the end carriage is moved in this direction. The flanges are getting wear off by rubbing to the rails because of that reason only. So those loads are also been considered while designing these end carriages, which is not done when a local manufacturer does. This is the joints what we are providing with this end carriage, the crane kit what we are providing. This is the reason why we are giving the GAD also, because we also don't know what type of connection customer require. Okay, and customer also will come to know only after submitting the GAT to customer, and after getting it approved, then only we come to know, okay, here we have to give a top mounted or a side mounted. So that's why we are given these all these options. This is the IR wire rope hoist what we are using. Okay, so
Avesh, can you go to the earlier side?
yeah.
There are so many options. Okay, now at the time of input details from the customers.
Right,
So,
right.
so what are the details actually the ABP or we should collect from the so that we can give them the right solution?
Right. So what
Uh,
I request everyone is, whenever you are getting the crane kit order, at the same time, you please provide us the shed details also.
Even not the order, even at the crane kit inquiry also,
Yeah,
because all
even
these
at
things will change the
understood.
pricing. Na?
No, right now what we have done, I will tell you, Surjit. Even for the shear joint, we have not changed any prices.
Okay.
What we are doing is, in our shop, what we have done is, we have made these end carriages sections ready with us. And once we get the order, we come to know whether it's a top joint or it's a side joint. At that time only, we will do the drilling work because it won't take much time.
No time, but there is no price implication
No,
because of the changes, certain changes. Okay.
no, we are not doing that.
Then it's
I think apart from Surajit and Manish, nobody is speaking. All are silent. People should ask questions, no? No one is asking. I think KDF also I have listened once. Otherwise, no, Karthik, Mayank, Pawan, nobody. Even Priyanka, Rahul, nobody is raising any question. Please ask.
Mayank asked one question. Mayank asked.
Okay. Chalo, Aves, proceed.
Okay. So as I told you, we are giving the IR series wire rope hoist with this crane kit, and you already are aware of this hoist, which is a lifelong lubricated gearbox. You have hardened and ground gears. Okay, we are giving IE2 motors in this, S4 duty motors. Also for the LT motors, I will tell you those are IE2 motors only. Okay, so earlier, very earlier we were giving IE1 motors, but now we are giving for LT motors also. Those are IE2 only. Okay, so we have overload sensing device in this. We have up down limit switch for hoisting, electric trolley with maximum speed of 17 mpm. We have lever type limit switch with bidirectional safety for trolley movement. Electrical panel comprising of hoisting and city controls are mounted on the hoist only. So we are telling you, like, Indef has a wide range of offering in hoist, and other models can also be provided based on application customer requirements. So, if you have, for example, Surjit, you said, customer might be having WRH hoist in his stock and he want to give that with the crane. So he can give us the inquiry for the crane kit separately, and we can give you the prices without hoist. We can give it.
nowadays they can get the inquiry, they can get the offer by some ecom portal also, na?
Right. They can get it from
So,
the ecom portal.
and what they are doing, they are just eliminating the price of that hoist and they
That's
are
what
putting.
that's what you can also do. For if the customer is in hurry, then you can just subtract the IR hoist price from
Yes.
that, and the IR hoist price will, if you go to the portal, if any ABP goes to the portal and submits the form, then the IR hoist model will also be mentioned in that case. So
Yes.
they just check the IR hoist price in that from the price list, reduce that price, add the price of another model that they want to have in the crane kit, and then offer to the customer.
Yes. And also, if you want to give a different, technical sheet, then I have already shared with you the single girder automation file. So you can edit that also. You can have a copy, you can edit that, and you can give the technical sheet. So that is one more option.
Avish, in the automation file, that underslang crane also can be worked out. That offer also can be worked out.
No. In
I've
that
said,
underslung, underslung cannot be worked out in that, Surajit, because it also depends on, what is the overhang customer is looking for.
overhand customer overhand.
Yeah, Yeah, in the
Acha,
Okay,
underslang,
that
in the
means okay, on that
underslang,
basis the bridge girder almost
yeah,
on
yeah,
that
yeah.
the bridge
So
girder will be okay.
yeah, the price of the bridge gutter will change, and also the electricals will be changed based on that. There may be a chance, 2 meters customer may ask overhang.
Actually, what happens in case of underslung crane, the bridge girder, if the span is bit more, they can utilize more space. But in case of UT crane, it is not happening. So
not
that's why
possible.
some understood.
Yes, yes, yes. I see. I don't know how much frequent inquiry you get for the underslung. If you are getting, very high numbers of inquiry for the underslung, then I can make that file for underslung as well.
नहीं, for
Not
Right
for
now,
frequently,
auto
but sometimes
industry
we are
ना,
getting.
for
yeah,
basically for auto industry, मतलब maximum auto industry are using underslung cranes, 1 ton, 2 ton maximum,
okay. So I will add
because
that
they
one
have
ton also in that, and then I will give you the
because
underslung.
right now
Like,
we are not putting to auto industries, na. If we are getting inquiries for underslung na, our AVPs, they regret it.
okay.
And it means 90% if you see in any automobile industries, small cranes are all are underslung, especially small cranes, चाहे वो CNC मशीन हो या टेस्टिंग मशीन हो, सब में अंडरस्लंग क्रेन ही यूज करते हैं ड्यू टू
तो ठीक
स्पेस
है, मैं
कंस्ट्रेंट्स.
one
Yeah,
ton
it's
से,
very important, Aves.
yeah.
Aves, underslung crane is very important because इसमें up to 10 meter span, 1 ton, 2 ton, 3 ton capacity. All auto ancillary, all
मैक्सिमम
workshops,
3 ton.
assembly lines, they need this. Underslung is very
Okay, so
500
once,
very
kg in 1
important for
ton.
especially for dealer business also.
okay, so once
Correct, sir.
I complete this double girder ka price sheet na,
Yeah,
automated price sheet, I
yeah,
will give you a single girder ka bhi.
yeah. This will give a volume
Underslung
business
ka bhi.
also. Underslung crane will give you volume business.
Okay,
Correct,
And
correct.
all underslung crane design it with I-beam, not with box girder.
Yes, sir. Correct. All
Make
are
a
I
standard.
beam or
All
HP.
all I-beam should be sorry. All underslung should be I-beam design only.
yeah, but then what should be the span? Like,
Span
what
you
span
limit
you are
up to
expecting?
yeah up to 10 meters span I-beam. More than 10
Okay,
meter go for
Max
box girder.
okay, no, I will
box
consider up to 12 meter, I will give you I-beam because I get a standard 12-meter beam available in the
No
market.
issues. Will that take care of 3.2 ton also 12 meters?
Yes, yes, it will.
Yeah.
Okay, then it is
Then it
okay.
will.
Yeah.
Okay,
Correct.
so we will make a file for underslung 1 ton, 2 ton, and 3.2 ton up to 12 meters span, and height of lift can be, as much as you want. And I think then whether you require chain hoist in that.
Yeah, chain hoist option
Yeah,
also
yeah.
you
Absolutely.
can
Chain
provide.
hoist only. Only chain hoist.
Up to
Yes,
They
three
yes,
don't
ton.
chain
Not
put the
optional,
wire
only
rope also.
chain hoist.
Up to 3 ton
मतलब
chain
इस उसमें
hoist.
जैसे मारुति में, हाँ, मारुति उरुति में जैसे है ना,
Hmm.
100% केस में अंडरस्लंग में they are using chain hoist. अंडरस्लंग they are using because of space constraints. वहाँ आपको उनको जैसे CNC मशीन है, पेंट टेस्टिंग सेल है, तो उनके पास स्पेस का बहुत बड़ा इशू रहता है. तो वो 2 बीम लगा के बीच में वो गैंट्री लगा के बस उसके नीचे डाल देते हैं, एल बना
Okay,
के.
Okay.
okay,
तो
I
वो
will
चेन हॉइस्ट
give
ही
that.
यूज करते हैं.
Sure, I will work on that and I will give that. So coming to the electrical part, as a standard supply, hoist and CT control panel is an integral part of hoist, as I told you. And in the same fashion, we are doing the stocking of also. LT panel will be supplied separately and is available with mounting cleat at the bottom to place either on end carriage or crane platform or any suitable location. So over here, we are not giving you any platform drawings. Okay. And if the customer or the dealer want to make the platform and he want to keep the panel on top of that, it's their choice completely. Then control panel, what we are giving is, it's powder coated control panel with IP55 protection, whether it is the hoist control panel or the LT control panel. We are giving the master controller in that. In the LT control panel, there is a master controller. Okay. Then we are giving MCB in that. We are giving brake contactors. We are giving main transformer in LT panel. We are giving overload relay as well. So you have to understand this point also. Why we are giving the panels is because of this all these things. If you see a local manufacturer will not give the overload relay. Now for you people to understand it properly, what is a overload relay? See, whenever there are two motors, okay, and it has been run by a single contactor or it has been run by a single VFD, which is, we always give a single VFD for LT, single VFD for hoisting, and single VFD for CT. Okay, but for LT there are always two motors, right? So say for example, any one motor, either of two, is taking more current. Okay, VFD will not come to know which motor is taking more current. And say for example, now the uh, VFD can take current up to 3 amperes, and after 3 amperes, the VFD will be tripped. Okay, and your motor is taking 1 ampere, 1 ampere. Is the motor at that load and at that speed, the motor is taking that much of current. Now, say one motor is taking only 0.5 ampere, and your other motor is taking 2.5 ampere. So that motor is been overloaded, but VFD is not able to identify because VFD is getting 3 ampere as a combine, and he doesn't know whether there is any problem with the motor. So that's why this overload relay comes into a picture. Okay, so this overload relay, we provide two numbers overload relay, each for motors. Okay, one for right side of LT motor and one for the left side of the LT motor. So if now the current of any one motor increases, that relay will inform to VFD and VFD will trip. Is it understood by everyone?
I was just asking that why there will be so much variations between two LT motor.
Yeah, there may be a reason if there is any issue with a motor. Okay, if say there is a jamming of the motor or a wheel has got stuck somewhere or the axle has might have broken or something has happened to one side of the motor. So at that time, motor will take more current.
Okay, okay.
Okay. Now your question was like, whether we are giving four-way pendant. So we are not giving four-way, we are giving six-way push button with emergency stop, and a start button is also there. Surshit.
But
Okay.
for crane application, 6-way people, either it should be 7-way or 8-way, na?
No. I'm telling you now.
Six
We
way.
say it as a
Six way is,
six-way.
okay.
Surjit, we tell it as a six-way, and there is an emergency button and there is a start button separately. So
Correct.
it becomes eight-way.
Okay. Ha.
Okay. So when we say six-way push button means you have 6 degrees of freedom. So that is what
Six
six-way push
motions.
button.
Six
You have
motions.
6 motions, and then you have emergency stop. You also have a start button with this. Okay. You
Ah,
have
okay.
you have a VFD drive for dual speed option. There is no pole changing motor over here in this case.
VFD as an option, I think.
Yeah,
As an
VFD is
option,
an
yeah.
option
If
there.
VFD
you
as an
if
option.
you as an option means you have to do a selection, right? So if you do a selection of single speed, then it's going to come through DOL, that is direct online. And if you do a double speed, so it's going to come through VFD only.
Acha, Avesh, just for everyone's understanding, because sales team cannot see the crane kit portal. Okay. Because you have access to that, can you just show them how the dealers are filling it and submitting the form?
Right now, Manish, even I am not having the filling rights in that. I can only view it. So I will just share this screen.
That's what. What options are there they have to fill?
Yeah. Is it visible? My screen is visible to everyone?
Yes.
Yes, sir, it is.
Okay, so now I will go to this view because I cannot add anything in this. So you can see, there is a offer date and the number over
This
here.
automatically comes.
Okay, then there is a customer reference. You can put customer name over there because, for example, say I am a dealer and I am filling this. So if my customer is XYZ, I will put the name. Now here my customer is Shanti Technocrats. Project details, I have not written anything. Okay. Then there is a drop down over here. So now this has been locked. I cannot do it. So I will
Okay,
just tell
you
you if
cannot
you, yeah, I
make
cannot,
a new one, kya? Acha.
yeah, I cannot make a new one. So if you see hoist SWL, if you go to here in a drop down, there will be 2 ton, 3 ton, 5 ton, and 10 ton.
Hmm.
Then height of lift, as Manish has said, up to 15 meter it is there. Then span, if you see up to 25 meter, you will get the span over here. And now there will be a question like, I need to fill the span in decimal. So that is not the option as of now. Okay, because you need to take the prices from here. You have to go for a higher side only. And once you get the order, then we can, when we make the GAD at that time, we can freeze on the span.
That's how we got some of the crane kit orders where they have taken the price from this, taken the order from customer. After that, in the post order work time, we have given them the drawings matching to exact requirements of the customer.
Yes. Now hoist and CT panel, LT panel are by default provided over here. Okay. Then this hoisting speed, CT speed and LT speed. Over here you have the selection of single speed or double speed. If you do a double speed over here, then it will be through a VFD. Then CT phase tuning and field cables, what I was talking about over here, if it is required, you can take it from us. Now this is I think of Vinay Sales, I guess. So over here they have he has not taken it from us. So he will be putting his own T-track and the phase tuning cables. Also the moving pendant he doesn't require over here. So if he doesn't require the moving pendant, we will be fitting that pendant to the hoist panel and we will be dispatching it. Say, he wants to do it a moving pendant, he can remove it from there and he can put it on the a different track. Then connection type over here right now he has taken top. And once we receive the order and once we do the detailing, we come to know whether it's a top requirement or a top and side requirement. He has selected a standard headroom over here. And if you see rope type load cell with display is not required, photo sensor type anti-collision. If say there are two cranes in a bay, if we require it, he can select it. So again, that is not required over here. And there is a ordering code. We come to know from this, what all things are required. And this is the price what he has got. And this is a technical parameters, scope of supply, exclusions are there, and note is there over here. So once this is
But
filled,
always
yeah.
we have
Yes, sir.
spoken that the price you should keep it separately, technical offer separately.
Yeah, I'm coming to that. Now, once this has been filled, okay, so there is a print option over here. Okay, so that is not available right now to me. So I will go back. And if you go to this technical sheet, Devi sir, over here it is. So this is a technical sheet over here.
Okay.
Okay.
It was always like this, sir.
Yeah.
Technical sheet and
So
price.
if you see, he has taken VFD in the long travel. So you can see the speed here, what it has come. Okay. And these are the motors for the long travel, cross travel. Operation is through pendant suspended from hoist. These are the limit switches. The wheel diameter we have given. Okay, the wire rope size 4 by 1 fall. I think wire rope diameter is 10 mm. Girder weight is there. Now, why we are giving the girder weight over here is because, for him to quote it further. Because
For the first quotation to the customer or for a pre-order quotation to the customer, they can just take the girder weight from this, multiply it by the prevailing prices of steel and including the labor charges, and then they can quote to the customer.
right. So because other than that, everything we have considered over here, they have to consider the girder prices. If moving pendant and festooning, they want it separately, that also prices they can consider. They can consider the assembly cost and then they can quote it to the customer. Okay, so this is a standard technical sheet what even we are giving it for our single girder UT crane. And
This is very detailed, guys. This is very detailed technical sheet that we are offering, we are giving to the AVPs. And, this also gives a different type of impression for the crane manufacturer who is offering to eventually offering to the customer. Such a detailed, technical sheets are generally not provided by a local manufacturer. And if they submit their offer with such a technical sheet, the customer also get impressed that they have good engineering abilities for the same.
and also I think Manish, if they get a editable login to this ecom. So that will be, also will help them sitting in front of customer and taking out this thing will give a different impression. So you can have a discussion with Harish and
Editable, no, for whom you're saying?
for the sales engineers.
The sales team, actually. Team,
Yes.
team.
Yeah.
Actually, the other thing that I have seen, people where they might go wrong in this. See, there are many options given in the form. There are many options given in the form, and if they are looking for a price, sometimes I see that maybe moving pendant is not required, maybe some other option is not required, but they still keep the form unchanged and it writes or VFD is not required. So the price they are getting is inclusive of moving pendant, inclusive of VFD and all that. So you need to guide the AVPs that you have to select the form properly. There are not many things they have to select in this case. Very few things are there, and these things have to be selected after looking at the customer requirement, talking to the customer or understanding the customer requirement exactly, and then only they have to fill it and get the price and technical sheet. Otherwise, if they keep everything included, I in one case I saw that all the options that Avesh was talking about, they had kept all the options included. Like VFD was there, then load cell was there, everything, and the customer wanted a basic crane, nothing else. Obviously our prices were very high. Then when we looked into it, then we saw that they have kept everything, including here. So that has to be seen.
Yeah. So, continuing with this, you can see, scope of supply and everything we have mentioned over here. So it's very detailed thing what Manish was saying. So you can submit it to your customers.
Can you maybe call maybe around 5:30?
You can also see there is a standard QAP also we have kept it. So, tomorrow if the order comes and the customer should not say नहीं नहीं हमारा ऐसा QAP है हमें ऐसा ही चाहिए. So we have given the QAP also over there. So you can use this also.
Yes.
And the information brochure I have already shown you. You can directly download it from there. Basically, what thing we are considering in this is the crane kit system, carriage application, anti-carriage system, protection against corrosion paint. So, even what paint we are using, that also we have mentioned over here. Electricals, hoist system, okay, steel construction, type of connection, L-type wheel. Even, to educate to our dealers, we have given the calculations also over here. So tomorrow, if any customer asks you how you have arrived to, these values, you can see over here. So we have given it here how you can calculate P max, P minimum, and P min, because for everyone's knowledge, wheels have been dimensioned to 3177 2020, which is the new IS which has been published last year. Okay, and the wheel is selected on the P mean only and not on the P max. The P max for the process cranes, the wheel is selected on P max, but for 3177 non-steel plant cranes, the wheels are designed on P min. So this is the formula over here. So everything we have given over here. So also if you see also these dimensions are given in this. If you see, the P1 for now, this is the side joint what Surjit was talking about. Now, Surjit, if you see over here, we are just making the box available in our Chakan shop, and based on the customer shed, we are releasing the drawing to the shop of the joint plates. Then they will drill it over there. So if you see, this is a side joint and we are giving the shear pins also. Okay, this is the top mount. Okay, so this P1, P2 dimensions we have given P1, P4, and over here
They have
is stop and
standardized all these things. They have
yeah,
standardized all these things, and you can find all the dimensions in this
you can
table.
see all these dimensions over here. We have given all these dimensions over here. We have also given the weight of the end carriages over here. So, uh, Manish, you can continue. You can share the screen.
Yeah, just a minute. Is it visible?
Yeah.
That ends the technical details of the crane kit from Avesh. Now, I need not to explain these things to the salespeople because you already know why Indef crane kit. So the crane kits are from Indef. It's a Bajaj Group company, and we have been manufacturing hoists for from 1962, and we already have abilities. We are already registered with all the customers. Our name is the Indef brand name is in itself can get a lot of business for these crane manufacturers, and it's a added brand value that they can have while they are offering to the customer. With Indef's offering, they can have a much better their value or the offering they are offered to the customer. It's more valuable in that case because Indef's name and the crane kit offering is associated with it. Also, our 40 plus authorized business partners who can offer not only sales but also service support to their customers. The Indef clinic is present everywhere, and the highly qualified design team which is there, they can also offer their support, technical support to them. The advantages the crane partners are getting is that they are getting crane kits from India's leading company in material handling solutions. The SGOT crane manufactured with Indef crane kit is technically superior. Why? Because it comes with widely accepted Indef hoist. The Indef hoist, which is widely accepted by the customer, it comes with that. Then end carriage is designed and manufactured considering all prevailing standards. This is an optimally designed end carriage, which means not it is neither oversized nor it is undersized for any customer. So they can just pick from their selection and offer it to the customer without worrying about calculations or any other things. Then selection of various proven make of components. So you all know that we offer proven makes in our hoist and in our cranes also. So with that, the maintainability of the complete crane becomes quite easy. Also, we are giving girder drawings, to the crane partners so they can manufacture it very easily. Uh, Procuring crane kits from us and manufacturing girder locally, it gives a better solution, economical solution to the end customer also, so they can increase their top line with this. Like I said, it also improves their productivity because from with Indef crane kit, if they are able to get it in 4 to 5 weeks, and if they can also keep inventory of the standard crane kits, then their productivity also goes up with that. uh, they with these crane kits, they will definitely have an edge over their competitors in the market. uh, it is not only technically superior but also commercially viable for the customer. uh, that's that's the advantage that we are giving. What is the additional support that we are offering? See, in technical support, we are giving crane assembly drawing to crane manufacturer, girder drawings to them so that they can manufacture it. Electrical drawings also we are providing. For example, if they are not buying panels from us, in that case also we are offering electrical drawings to them. Then sales support, technical data sheets. You have seen that the detailed data sheet or detailed technical sheet that we are offering with our offer. So with our offer, yeah. So that we are giving. Then the GADs also we are giving with this. Uh, all of you will be able to if you are trying to pitch crane kit to a crane manufacturer, which that will also mean that in front of customer you are pitching their crane. Okay, so this is the additional involvement. Because of this additional involvement of Indef sales people, their value in front of the customer also goes up. And in service support, we can offer, like Avesh said, we can offer a crane inspection or at the crane manufacturer's end, so that if they are not confident about it, also assembly and the erection commissioning support also we can offer to them. So that was all about crane kit, guys. So if you have any doubts, any questions, feel free to ask them.
I would also like to add one success story over here. Like, Abhino has got the order recently. We were pitching it to customer for the cranes, and he was very much inclined towards, our competitor Electromech. So, he was a PEB manufacturer. So, we just asked customer whether he can make the crane, and we will just give you the crane kit. So he was, very much excited for that, and he said, why not? We will try it once. And they did it. They got it installed, and now, they are so much happy now. They have given us two more inquiries, and there are very high chances that we will be able to convert that also. So you can go in that way also to the customers.
That's all. If you guys, if you have any questions about the crane kit, you can ask them.
Yes, if any customer has a good quality, I mean, that bridge girder, okay, they just want to change the end carriage. That also we can provide, no?
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. For the refurbishment of the crane, definitely it can be offered. Only thing you have to collect is the girder details in that.
Girder details that I have.
Uh-huh.